Are you looking for some upcoming books that you can get hold of? In this video, I'll be telling you 10 books, both from Indian and foreign authors, that are releasing in this March 2018. So keep watching the video to know more. Hi guys, this is Shelvi Garg. If you're also crazy about books, if bookshops and libraries are your heaven too, then do subscribe to my channel as I'll be making more book related videos. So starting from some Indian authors that are releasing their books in this March, first we have on our list is Sanjay Dutt, the crazy untold story of Bollywood's bad boy by Yasir Usman. Yasir Usman is an award-winning TV journalist who has written some best-selling biographies like Rajesh Khanna's and Rekha's. Yasir calls Sanjay the original bad boy of Bollywood, who in 1980s was famous for his love of guns, his long hair and his many famous girlfriends. He also includes his genuine struggles like his mother and his first wife dying of cancer, his long periods of pain with de-addiction therapies, and there are some many important incidents of Sanjay's life from the time when he made some curious calls to Chota Shakil, when he smuggled heroin into US, to the time when he got involved in the 1993 Mumbai blast. So if you want to get a look in Sanjay's World, you can pick this biography and let me know in the comments if you are looking forward to reading this. The next we have on our list is Indian Culture as Heritage by Romila Thapa. Romila is a very famous author who has been offered Padma Bhushan twice, but she has declined both times. This book discusses what constitutes Indian heritage and culture, how the definitions of concepts of culture have changed in the last 3 centuries and hence attention is needed. She talks about from the objects that shape culture to the ideas that form culture, like social discrimination, role of women, etc. I think this is going to be a thought-provoking book which is going to raise some serious debates. The next we have on our list is A Day in the Life by Anjum Hassan. Anjum Hassan has written 3 novels already and a book of short stories and a book of poems as well. In this book, it has 14 short stories which gives us a sense of Indian daily life of a wide cast of characters. These characters include some young newlyweds trying to eat meat, some travelers, teenagers traveling to Benares, and a retiree who is facing some anger management problems. The 4th book is actually a special mention which has already been released in the end of February, but I still want you guys to read it because it's from a very famous and controversial author. You should really read her works. So I'm talking about Split a Life by Taslima Nasreen. She's known for her powerful writings on women's rights and her uncompromising criticism on religious fundamentalism. She has faced a lot of struggles which included the ban on her book by the government of Bangladesh and the courts of West Bengal. She was also driven out of Kolkata and has faced a $4 million defamation lawsuit as well. So this book is a kind of a window to her experiences and works. So I will say that you read her book. I mean, maybe not this book because I've not read this, so I can't tell you about it. But her other works, just read at least once. The next book I have on my list is I Need to Pee by Neha Singh. It's a picture book and Neha is a Mumbai-based author and a theatre artist. She loves telling stories about unlikely heroes and breaking stereotypes like caste, gender, religion through her books and plays. This is her 5th book for children. So this book is around 30 pages and it is about a girl Ruhi who loves refreshing drinks and so often has to use washrooms. Now she's going to her aunt in Meghalaya and she has to use on her way some washrooms from public washrooms actually, from bus stops and trains, hotels. And this book is all a whole adventure about her finding safe and clean washrooms. I think this book is going to be really good because these important issues need to be talked about to children. Mostly picture books are all about animals or jungle stories, panchatantra stories and stuff, all fun and everything. Yes, that should be there. This fun element is also very important to children. But some books should also be based on these contemporary issues where children know what everyone is facing and what they are not facing, but maybe other people are facing that. So yes, they should be talked about. It's going to be a beautiful picture book according to me. So for your children or maybe for you also, you can go and check this book out. The 6th book is Girls Born Brighter by Shobha Rao. Shobha is an Indian who moved to US at the age of 7. This is her second book. This is set in America and India both. It's about two girls, Purnima and Savita, who form a once-in-a-lifetime friendship due to their poor marriages. But for some reason, both are driven apart, but they never stop finding one another. This book talks about some major issues that women are facing today, like domestic abuse, immigration, trafficking, and feminism. I think it's going to be a good read. The next book we have is Speak No Evil by Uzodinma Aiziela. He is the author of Peace of No Nation, which won 4 major awards for the debut fiction. This book is a tale of two sensitive teens who are trying to discover themselves. One is Neeru, the second one is Meredith. Neeru is a topper who is accepted to Harvard, but then he realizes that he is gay, which is a sin to his conservative Nigerian parents. No one knows except Meredith, and she's accepting of his choice. On the other hand, Meredith is already facing some family and romantic dilemmas of her own. When Neeru's parents find out the truth that he's gay, they beat him a lot and force him into some religious interventions. When the desires of Neeru and Meredith collide with the expectations everyone have from them, they decide to do something which is very senseless, which they can't ever imagine. So they have to face the consequences in the coming years of that thing. I think it's a very deep read. So if you're looking forward to reading some serious reads, this will be a good one for you. The next book we have is Census by Jesse Ball. He's an award-winning acclaimed author who has written many short stories, poems, and novels. This book is inspired by his own brother Abram, who had Down syndrome and died due to it in 1989. This story is about a widower who gets to know that he doesn't have much long time to live. So he's worried that who will take care of his son who has Down syndrome. Now, with no recourse in mind and his desire to see the country, he takes a job as a census taker for a mysterious government bureau and leaves the town with his son to take the census. Now begins a very dark journey where the census taker leaves a tattoo on the people's ribs. And I think it's kind of a dystopian influenced novel, so it's also has a mystery and a lot of drama as well, with some philosophy mixed with it. So if you're looking for all these elements, just go for this book. It is also releasing on 6th March. The next book we have is a memoir by the White House's first transgender intern and the spokesperson of LGBT legislation. I'm talking about Tomorrow Will Be Different by Sarah McBride. It has details about her public coming out, her family's struggles to accept her identity, her romance with her fellowship activist who died of cancer not long after their marriage. This book is a story of love and loss and a battle for equal rights and what it means to be openly transgender. It is going to be an informative and empowering book for all. This book is also releasing on 6th March, and yes, the next book I'm going to tell you about, the last but not the least, is also releasing on 6th March. So the last book I'm talking about is Children of Blood and Bones by Tomi Adeyemi. This is the debut novel by the American-Nigerian writer. The movie is already in development at Fox with the producers of Twilight and Maze Runner. It is a YA fantasy novel expected to be a series. So it's about a girl, Zelly Adabola, who is born in a country of magic, that is Orisha. Now, suddenly magic disappeared due to the orders of a ruthless king and leaving Zedibola without her mother and her people without her hope. Now, she, her brother and Prince Samari have a chance to bring back magic and go against the monarchy. But Zelly is struggling with controlling her powers, and she's also getting some feelings about her enemies, so she has to decide what she wants to do. It's going to be very different from the books I've already mentioned. It's going to be a fun fantasy novel, so yes, if you are a lover of fantasy, then please check this out. So guys, these are the 10 books that are releasing this month, except the one book by Taslima, which already released in February. So tell me in the comments, which book are you most looking forward to? Also, let me know if I've left any of the book that I should have mentioned here. Do you want me to make more videos like this where I'll be telling you the upcoming books of that particular month? Comment below. If you want to connect to me through Instagram and Facebook, or you want to send me something, then I'm leaving the links below of both Facebook and Instagram, and yes, Gmail also. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is me, Dancing Bookworm, signing off.